Good evening, and welcome to RockTruth Radio. I am your host, Selena K, and we thank you for joining us as we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inerrant, and the final authority for all. Rock Truth is founded on He who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. Rock Truth Radio is a cross-cultural response to the economic climate and social crises of today. Rock Truth is designed to serve the physical need of fallen man while serving the spiritual need he didn't know he had that impacts, affects, and infects generationally. Rock Truth seeks to inspire, highlight, and enlighten upcoming and established local kings and queens of character while promoting Black consciousness and awareness of who we are and to whom we belong. It is indeed a kingdom renaissance. Welcome, fellow truthers. How are we?
Woo!
My lip gloss.
Oh, hello.
Happy
Friday.
Hello.
Happy Friday.
They follow after school, something like that. I think
You just go for lip gloss.
Hey, I mean, that's all I saw.
This is like several layers and stuff.
What is
I don't
that?
really have your makeup. So, okay, so I do like a little outline, and then it's like a lot, like a lavender purple, and then the top is like a cranberry, like a metallic cranberry, and then I put like a clear gloss over it.
Easy time.
Okay.
Easy time. Remember, you drive.
I love that. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
hi.
Hi, Lord Ty. Can he hear us? Maybe not. He's still driving though.
Yeah.
He's still driving.
He's on the road,
That's all
man.
right. He's completely driven. I love it. I love it. That's what's up. What is going on, fellow truthers? How you doing, Miss Tanya?
Oh, I'm excited. Let me just say, I'm excited. It's the end of the first
What you
semester.
excited for?
E-learning is done because it's it. It's done. It is finished.
Yes.
I've been watching my timeline. Parents been going through it.
Yes.
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 Me too.
Salute to them, though.
Come
Salute. We in it.
on.
Salute. Listen.
Real.
I understand. I really do. But salute to them. I salute them. Any student that has made it through the first semester, they have done something no generation before them has ever done, and they did it
Absolutely.
well. So kudos to them. You did good. You did good. Well
My
deserved
friend
break
had
for everybody.
Post. He was like, I went back to class. I've been taking classes and stuff, and we only have class for like 3 hours, and I want to go and lay down mid class and take a nap. I do not know how these kids sit at these computers all day long
Right.
without trying to nap.
Yeah.
Right.
Come
right.
on. Listen.
Shoot.
Because I know when I was working, I worked at a computer for most of the day, and that was
Yeah.
My boss had to come look at me.
Easy task.
Where are you? Are you okay? Coming back? Come check your email, huh?
Seriously. I know it's been a struggle. I mean, not so much a struggle, but it's definitely different. You know, with the school. No shade to no teacher, no shade to anybody. I just know for a fact that, honest to goodness, they should have rethought everything and paid the parents. I'm just being straight up because we put in work.
That'd have been smart.
Come on.
So, I mean, more than just equipment, because people have you have to create a space that's conducive to learning. I've seen, one of the parents, they basically converted the living room space to a classroom space. It's like 2 desks and then the computer where they can project, the teacher's face because they don't have time. So yeah,
that's how my mom does it. She's got my kids when they're in school, and she's got like a little area that's committed to just e-learning. Like they know that that space. That's it. That's what it is for.
Structure.
And let me just tell you, everybody needs recess. Everybody needs recess.
Yeah, I miss
everybody needs recess. I'm sorry.
Proper term is Miss everybody needs recreation. We supposed to have rec time.
Come on.
Everybody needs recreation. That's
and you need it more than once a day.
Yeah, more than that. All day. That's recreation.
Especially when you spend the majority of your day thinking because here comes Doc out, right? To the side. When you think, thinking takes energy. It burns a ton of calories. And the deeper the thought is, the more calories you burn, which is why you can literally think yourself into having a headache. Trust me, I had a whole lot of migraines. Going through
think yourself into a headache.
Oh
yes, you can. Yes.
First time I've ever heard of it.
Yes.
Wow.
Eyes closed.
Really?
That's why when you study, you tend to snack because your brain needs the energy, and your brain uses sugar immediately, and then carbs next. Which is why the keto diet is kind of
I must be
the third form of energy.
I must be backwards because I would. Well, okay, so
I ain't want to say nothing, but go ahead. Keep on.
What? Don't do it. Don't do it.
I want you to finish.
Don't come for me. Don't come for me. Don't come for me. I don't. So when I'm studying the Word of God, I have the tendency to fast. In that particular time frame. That's just me. That was something that I learned from other generations of other preachers and whatnot. But I guess you would be right. When I am working on, say I'm studying for some kind of class or something, I do tend to eat a snack or two. But then again, I'm constantly eating. I literally have a Twix bar sitting right now.
But okay, so is it 1 or 2 pieces left? And are you able to meet me somewhere to share it?
It was in a 4-pack. And now there's
you got the king size.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's 54. Go ahead. Okay, you right.
That's the best kind of eating right there.
If that's any proof, that's always on my desk, right?
Oh my goodness.
You are 5. You are literally 5.
I have a 2-year-old. Okay. We have to eat. We're hungry.
You put yourself in that. Look, we gotta understand that. We gotta understand him eat that.
Well, I mean, I try all of my daughter's snacks first so I can see what they taste like. And sometimes they get a little kind of good.
Thank you.
She got these big bars.
Because
really good.
Because he got them applesauces in a pouch.
Yeah.
God.
The pouch. I'm telling the pouch.
The applesauce with the strawberry.
I'll give her hers, and she'll sit there with hers
smack.
And I'll sit there with mine she
mine.
I'm like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
I buy him a box and I buy me a box.
That's at least that way you're not eating up the baby snacks.
Right. See, because I'll eat all
all of his is gonna go away, and then he goes into his child box. That's just the second.
So you overeating
snack. Understand. And it's delicious.
Cinnamon applesauce fire.
And that apple cinnamon is fire too.
Apple cinnamon, yeah. Cinnamon toast crunch, and
that's the one. Yeah. Remember now, what was that called? Was it cinnamon toast crunch where it was shaped like the little cinnamon and they tasted like maple syrup?
You talking about Golden Grams?
Who? They're shaped like little toast.
What?
I
think it was like
fresh toast cinnamon.
I think that might have been it, but they were shaped like actual toast, and they tasted just like maple syrup, and they like you just knew this was not healthy at all. Right?
Good for nobody.
It was delicious, but then like out of nowhere you couldn't find them, and I was like, where did they go? Like,
they probably realized they weren't good for anybody. It was like, we had to pull these off the shelf. Like, this has to go.
Unhealthy.
We're going to be sued.
This is clearly unhealthy.
Right.
Clearly unhealthy. My Lord. I do know, like, just wanting to finish up the school, topic. And I do know that one thing that I learned was that, there was a lacking on my end. Well, I'm in Maryville School District. So there was a lacking to me on their end with special needs. Like that was something that was huge. And I, like even going into semester 2, or I don't know if they on trimesters, child, I don't know what they be doing, but I do know that going into it, even the second portion of it, it's like we're still dealing with the issues from day one, with the teachers, and it was just like lack of communication from one teacher to the next teacher in reference to the things that we finally got established at the end to work, and then no one passes the information on. Like it's just we should have got paid. As a parent, I feel like we should have got paid. I don't know. I love teachers, but I felt like y'all should go get other jobs because now we're looking at me now.
Look at me.
We are the teachers.
We are the teachers.
Stop it.
There definitely should have been a redistribution of resources. I definitely believe that. I think we should have looked at things differently. I mean, I give us a lot of grace in this situation simply because we did not know what we were going to be encountering. And we did not know what it would look like to restructure a system that every child encounters to some degree. Like we did not know what that was going to be like. I think now that we've seen what that takes, I know for a fact we have made some adjustments. We started looking at things completely differently just going into the next semester. Like communication, like you brought up, like it was like phone call. The parents would tell us, I don't block our phone number because I'm tired of these robocalls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like the robocalls, the emails, the like, it was like, could you stop calling me? I don't want to know about that no more. I mean, but it's emails, like everything. But yes, it's serious. Trust me, it's serious. Like I answer 5, I get 50.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. Wow. But I am excited that we've made it this far. I'm excited about what we can do with education now. Like that's the best part. Like we figured some things out that we never thought we'd figure out. There's some kids right now that it's like, oh my goodness, who knew, right? So I'm glad it's over though. I'm gonna enjoy these 2 weeks like you would. I'm about to live my best life. But yes.
Girl, that's what I said. I'm going to take the time out to enjoy these 2 weeks as well. I still do like teaching for high schoolers, so they're still in. They have to do credit recovery, and they done took breaks, so they don't need no extra break. So we're gonna keep working. That's what we're gonna do. But I am gonna take the time too. I show them, and I'm right. Yeah, they don't need no extra time. They be taking extra days anyway throughout the week. They don't go to school all 5 days of the week. So yeah, those were the breaks. That was your break. You just took them in increments. I don't know. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. We're gonna work this holiday season. We're gonna make it holy. We're gonna make it holy by setting it apart from everything else that you got going on during your vacation time. That's what we're gonna do. Shoot, KT, what you got going on over there?
Shoot, I'm glad my kids gone. They're gonna be gone for 2 weeks.
Hey, that's the way you said it though. It was the way you said it. Maybe it was concerned, like, what do you mean they gone? Like,
I couldn't wait for this day. This is like D-Day.
This is like a relief because I didn't even know. I'm thinking they had until like Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm on because she had like a free day or something, and she was like still on the phone still on the call with her teacher. And I said, make sure today is your last day. She said, Mom, it is my last day. I said, just make sure. Ask him. She said, make sure you don't have no homework because I don't want no reason why you staying here. Make sure your homework is done. Everything is done. So,
who you talking
so I can enjoy my time.
I don't even know if y'all was watching me rally up
playing with me now.
I'm like, hey, pack it up. Make sure you got. Make sure it's this. Make sure your chores done because y'all not gonna be here. So make sure everything.
I'm excited. I might slide down the floor. You know how you slide on the floor with your slide. I ain't did that in a long time.
Oh, she hit him with the risky business.
Girl, who you telling you? I am excited. Okay, for real. I'm like,
oh my goodness!
I was getting attitudes with my children because the teachers were sending these emails. I'm like, wait, what you ain't doing? What ain't you? Please don't have the people contact me. Y'all already know how I am. Do not have
my daughter. Savannah teacher called me and she said Savannah, and I'm like, this look like the school number. So I answered. She said, this Miss Thomas. I said, yes. How can I help you? She said Savannah got her head down. She got her head down and she not listening. So I'm like, how is your teacher calling me and you in the next room? What is going on?
Right.
I guess they didn't realize that the turnover rate for getting in trouble for doing stuff in school is like
it's immediate.
Right. She figured like I'm at home. I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get in trouble because I'm at home. I said, you still gonna get in trouble. You still gotta listen. So after that, she ain't did it no more. She was just new to it. She like, shoot, let me turn this off and I can lay down. No, you can't do that. It's regular school. It just took them a while to get used to it. Because she didn't want to, she didn't want to get dressed or nothing. She was like, I'm at home, so I can still put on my pajamas. No, you got to get up and brush your teeth. It's school time.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
Huh?
But can you imagine though the power to put your teacher on mute? Like that is the craziest thing to me. Like they can put their teacher on mute.
I love like the Zoom videos, or like I guess it was early on. People was bombing the Zoom calls, like wearing masks, and just doing randomness, and then it was like the kids. She got him. Will.
Outside. What happened? Something happened.
Stop playing games.
What happened?
I was in the midst of talking to Miss China. I had a whole
just in case our Facebook and YouTube users want to get in on this, y'all can call us at 747-24-TRUTH. That's 747-24-TRUTH.
That's right. And we just rocking truth today. We are pretty much just kind of like relaxing, taking it a little easy, getting in preparation. I'm sorry. It was probably them 2 P's you put in. Probably them 2 P's you put
in. Preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Oh.
Okay. No, I had my band teacher. Oh, he was from the Army. He was not on that. They be like, perfect. Like, no. And perfect practice perfectly makes perfect. Oh, okay. That's right though. If you practice it wrong, guess what? It's gonna be wrong. It's gonna be perfectly wrong. So
So we just chilling, man. We chilling. We getting ready for next year, and actually we'll just start talking about all the plans that we have for next year. Like that's what I'm really excited about. I'm really excited about the things that God hasn't even revealed, that he hasn't even shown, the many people that we're going to encounter and have an opportunity to reform. It's a blessing, and it's also it's rewarding to see another person change.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Their mind has changed. Like, I don't want to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Let alone to be able to see it in yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to live like that no more. I don't want to, you know. So I'm so excited for those things, if not nothing else. And then, of course, you know, to be able to share this with like-minded people like that. That's, again, it's so imperative to move on one accord. And I totally understand exactly what that means. You cannot take one step and the other foot cannot move if you guys aren't aligned, you know? And then it's not just being like aligned on a norm, it's aligned under him. It's a difference. It's just a difference. And so all of these things. Oh, that's cute, Will. What is that, like a little subscribe little button thing? Did you put that up there?
How many times this thing been up here?
It did kind of like pop up. It was like, here I am.
Hey, now you got a name again?
I'm just
EP or which one? Which one are you? This your EP?
I'm EP and I'm WLJ. Don't come for me. Do not come for me today.
You know what? Don't even forget. Don't act like there's no power in. There is power in the name of these buttons. Okay. How about that? Muted. How about that?
Because I was so waiting for. I was like,
I got the power now. I got the juice now. Okay. Whenever you want to play, mute it. Boom. You welcome back. You want to be nice. You want to say something nice.
You know, you want to be.
That actually came on the other day. Y'all remember that show, The Juice, the movie, The Juice?
Oh yeah.
I'm actress, y'all. Yes. You had the juice, but he didn't even want it no more. That's what I'm talking about. Reformation. He was like, nah, man. I don't even want it.
Not a lot of Pope, just a little bit of Pope.
Right. Well, we'll definitely just kick it off talking about the conference. I am so excited about this conference. I really am. Yeah, wait.
Real quick. No, I want to share with y'all. Well,
no, you don't. I share.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, can y'all hear me? Okay. Is my Wi-Fi?
You're good. You're good.
Yes. Go ahead.
Every word. Yes. So, we were talking earlier about how God is elevating us, right? And how God is about to do something greater. There is I would call it a particular rule in the Bible that when you study, you need to look at not just the context, but also the time frame that things happen in. Abraham was told by God that he would be father of many nations, right? But it took a certain amount of time for that to happen. So often God will give you a blessing, God will give you a vision, God will give you a thing, a desire, and you will have to work at it. You will have to have faith in it, and you will have to pursue it for a period of time. And so it is important that we understand that once God promises something to us, that it's no telling how long it may take to transpire, but our responsibility to it is to prepare ourselves to work in it as we are going, because it's elevation. We don't get in airplanes and just pop off to 30,000 feet. It takes.
But at the same, I feel you on that. But like you said, it's in the context, and it's also in his timing. So just that quick, it can go from 0 to 100.
Yes,
or it can take 100 years. It can because again, he is time. He's not bound by it. So everything is happening exactly when it needed to. Because of course, we know that everything is already finished. So we're just going along with what has already been in place. Like this was going to happen. And I'm so happy you kind of brought that up. Actually, let me state that I'm excited that you did mention God, because I planned to mute you, but that saved you.
Wow. That's how we stay in the conversation.
I wanted you to get dead on into your point. I couldn't mute him. It was the him in you that I couldn't mute. So, but I can't wait for you to say something that is so not God, so I can go ahead and mute that thing on you.
Now I know. As long as I keep the Lord on my lips.
That's okay. But the other point that I wanted to make, that I am glad that you made that point, because all year, that was my year. My year was a year of provision, and God simply teaching me that no matter what, I provided.
Yes.
It's all right. Before I got it's things, I mean, so many things. And I'm telling you guys, like the different changes that took place and that were happening in this world, they infected and affected everybody. Nobody was immune to what took place. There were changes in my career. There were changes in my finances. There were times where I'm like, how's this rent going to get paid? Thank God, like just recently I got the second notice that's like, oh, we're going to help you with rent. You know what I'm saying? So we were all infected and affected by this. Like I had to apply for services with the state. Like I haven't done that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to be in this position and understand where the people I actually used to serve out in my community is coming from. Like God showed me that no matter what, one, kingdom has never been in jeopardy of crisis. Two, every need that you have, not this extra stuff that you want.
Come on.
Every need that you have, I have already supplied it. All I need you to do is get there. And like you said, it takes preparation. It ain't nothing that's just gonna fly down and sit on you. It's work behind this thing. It is work. You know, but I'm grateful. He has provided. He will continue to provide. There is nothing that we need to, worry or want for. All we got to do is exactly what he told us to do. This, obey, recreate.
Yep.
Recreate.
It's a simple process. It is a very simple task.
So simple, man.
We make it so complicated, though. We make it so complicated.
Yes, we do. Yep.
Yeah, we do. And again, that's why this conference is just so important. It's so important because we do make it complicated. We do make it harder than what it is. And if we ever just wanted to start with rocking truth within ourselves, just be honest and say, I don't want to do that. I don't want, it doesn't align with what I'm already participating in. Like, just keep it straight up with him. But at least at that point, he know he dealing with it with somebody that's straight up and real and not a fraud. But you gonna keep coming to him like, oh, I'm a change. He just looking like, come on now, come on now.
And you know what? And that was that. I just told somebody that the other day because I think I heard what you said. But anyway, I just told somebody that the other day because he. Yeah, no, this is about Jesus. This is about God. This is about God. Keep it up. I see your fingers. I see your fingers.
She is ready. She is ready. She is ready. She is like, what?
My truth is on today. Oh, you muted me. And so don't you worry about it. I got you. Anybody catch him, throw me a thumbs up. I am looking at the screen and I will. Thank you. Please catch me. You don't mention Jesus.
Y'all is funny. Immediately. So I done forgot my point. What I was about to say. Was that he was so concerned. He was so concerned about turning his life over to God that he felt like every time that he would go out and he would be sinful. He just wasn't making any headway. And I was telling him, expressing to him, God knows the desire that you have, but you got to at some point in time make the mind up in yourself and say, I'm just not going to do that anymore. Like you can fight with God all you want.
All day you coming out living.
You're going to lose. You're gonna lose it, and like he was like, man, but and I can see what God wants me to do, but I just don't want to do it, and I'm just like, okay, like he was coming to me for confirmation.
That's your answer then, like
right, exactly.
Yes, and I was just looking at him like, dude.
I mean, God not gonna make you. That's the point of you having free will.
Hello.
Yeah.
Then we
did talk about that. God is not trying to rape you. God is not going to rape you.
Okay.
He's not going to force you into anything that you do not want.
Nothing.
But you got to take it upon yourself and say, you know what? I will deny myself.
Teach.
That's what the Bible says. Deny myself. Once I do that, then it's going to be a whole lot easier for you to be doing the will of God. It's going to be a whole lot easier.
The point of being humble. That's what humble is. Having the power to do something and not doing it for someone else's benefit.
Teach, girl. Okay. The doc is in the building.
Come on. The doc is in the building.
For real. And that's the thing. Like you said, you hit a key point on, Will. Let me tell you, the main issue that we have in life that we struggle with outside of identity and outside of our daddy issues, we struggle with the fact that we are selfish inherently. You want to benefit from every single thing that you are a part of. And like you said, you have to be humble. You have to put you to the side and realize this is not about you. Even you going to school, getting degrees, getting a job, the car you drive is still not about you. And the problem that you will face every single time when you come up against the kingdom is you against him. And you gotta go. You cannot enter with that mindset. You cannot come into his kingdom. And he don't care. He gonna stand right at the door. I don't know if y'all ever had to deal with people at the school system. Like that's the one thing about school. They weren't playing though. That you can't get in. You can't get in.
That's right.
And you have to have your mask on. And they sprayed you when you left the window.
They did what?
Yes. They probably didn't spray nobody. Window back up.
I don't know about the spray.
That was many.
But you can't get in. But you can't get in.
Now I'm standing there looking at you like,
oh man,
you're still not getting past the door. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Like, oh my God, that made me just think of something real quick.
I didn't even get in.
That made me think of something real quick. I had to go to court, and it's Maryville court, and so I'm so used to going to Crown Point for like serious issues and concerns, to deal with. And so I go to traffic court, and I'm just like, it's traffic court. You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare y'all sit here and y'all doing real cases? You know what I'm saying? So I go to court. I got on ripped jeans. I got on a hat, and it's because it was raining. So I just cut my hair. Hello. Okay. So I had on my baseball cap. I had on my ripped jeans. They weren't ripped like that, but they were ripped. And so I get to the door to let check in, and he's like, "You can't come in with those jeans." And I'm like, "What is you?" I'm like, this traffic court. Like, I'm gonna need you to go fall back, stop acting like you somewhere else. When I tell you didn't get in. Yeah. Then I wasn't even really there for court like that. I was supposed to meet with the person who's supposed to just dismiss everything, but I had to show up to let them know. They wouldn't let me go see him with the rib. I said, you know what? Don't worry about it. Went back home, right? Came back. Then they said, you can't come in with that hat. Why you didn't tell me when I was there? Okay. All right. So me again. So I'm just like, hold up. Can I talk to something? So they're looking at me like, I don't care what you do. You can't enter. I had to go back to the car. My head, I didn't put on a hat all day, so it's all messed up. I have no hair, gel, lotion, nothing. I have to come into court looking toe up because I wasn't prepared, and I didn't get past me, and I didn't check everything that I was supposed to at the door. I didn't, and I made myself upset, and they didn't care. They was just looking like.
Let me ask you a quick question, because
show.
Huh? What'd you say?
No, I said they were looking at me like, anybody got popcorn for this show? Because you still ain't getting it.
Yeah, you ain't getting it. Let me ask you a question, because at my county building right up the street here, there's a sign at the door. Was there a sign at the door that indicated that to you?
It could have, but I'm dismissive. I don't care. I didn't care.
You know. I'm like, do they know
that there's a sign right there?
Right, there's a sign right there. It says it at the door. It says it. You know what?
I did, but I said, to myself, it's traffic court.
Yeah, you know what I just heard when you
have to bring it up. It was clearly probably
pictures. Yeah, I was sure pictures.
They took their measures properly. They did do that to make sure everybody knew the rules, just like God does for us. Yeah. However, what did I say to me? Look who's talking. Me to me. This traffic court, girl. We gonna get up in
this ain't that serious. This ain't that serious.
This ain't that serious.
Right. Somebody said how you do anything is how you do everything.
Wow. That's right. That's right.
It's true. And that's the same reaction I had to. And it's like, this fundamentally, but you think it's certain stuff that it's like, oh no, certain stuff isn't that important.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Why not though? Why not? So if it's not that important, why are you doing it?
For real.
You can half do it and don't do it, because you can take that half of energy and put it with the rest of your energy into something you want to do.
They actually want to do.
Yeah, problem solved.
Mm-hmm. So now I got to ask this question, Mary. Why didn't you take it serious?
Because it was traffic court. It's a ticket. Right. But what I did not, so I didn't finish telling you. So once I got into traffic court, then they were talking about people were going to jail, like for real, so I'm already upset, right? So I came back twice, I didn't fix myself, and then now I see that they're starting the hearings, and then people going to jail, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's real.
Said that was that's not me, right? I'm not in that. I'm not in that group, right?
I mean, I didn't mean to say arrest, but yes, I did, because I really thought I was thinking traffic court, like a ticket. You get it? I didn't know this was for like your drunk drive. I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah, because people, they have work.
Well, I know. Listen again, and guess who else I was thinking about in that time frame? Mary, this ain't got nothing to do with nobody. So I was being demanding, and then that was the result. I didn't get in the way I wanted. I had to come in conformed, and then when I got there before the judge, that's when I realized how serious this thing really was. And I did get my little ticket waived. Thank you.
But then when you follow like rules and directions and stuff like that, it prevents like unwanted things to happen. Like I was waiting for my food. I had called in some food, and I was waiting outside. So I thought my food was ready because they gave me a time frame, and I thought, I sat in the car that long. And I got out, but the sign says only 2 customers at a time. So it was a guy that was in a food spot, and I figured like, okay, he been there long enough. He on his way out. So, but he wasn't on his way out. By the time I went in, he started talking crazy, which he was like, but he was only right. He was like, the sign says only 2 people. And I said, it's not that serious. You got a mask on and I got a mask on. It is that serious. So then I thought about to myself, like, why did that happen? Because I wasn't following directions. If I was following directions, I didn't even have to have that encounter with that guy. So it's just like same thing with the Lord. When you follow the Lord's rule, you always gonna have positives encounters. You're not gonna mess up.
So, because they've already encountered the bad. They know how to don't go down that way. It's a bunch of hungry crocodiles. You might not make it through with all your limbs, and then you go down that way anyway. It's a crocodile. I bet the crocodile not even there. He probably sleep. Right. You coming up with all these things why it won't happen to you.
Come on.
Why you so special and so exceptional that's not going. And then here you come limping out, missing limbs, like they said. Not going anyway.
Yeah.
Come on.
But the other thing about it in both of those situations is both of you assigned your own level of importance to a situation that you were entering. Like you had decided it's just traffic court. As if that's not court still.
But I
know what I'm saying? Like,
or you just the bailiffs that was in there knew it was serious. The people that was going to jail, they knew it was serious. Look, I'm gonna get them in a few days. They're gonna clear these tickets. I'm gonna be cool. They already knew they was going to jail when they went in there. I got warrant.
I don't even know why they came.
How many days I got done?
They probably
like yes.
Girl, yes. Like
Yes.
And who else knew that it was very serious? The person at the door.
That's right.
Exactly.
And look at how you.
That should have told you. At the entrance, the entrance was like, you gotta look a certain.
Like, pay attention. Come on,
you can make it inside. Past.
Come on. I need a certain number of people. I need this to be here before you cross this threshold. This is what needs to happen. If you can see what's happening, then you already know you cannot enter that way.
You cannot enter this way. And everybody on the inside had conformed and knew. Yeah. And everybody was on one accord with it too. It don't matter who else. I was like, can you go get such and such? Can you go? And then when they went and got such and such came back, was like, but you still can't enter. Everybody knew law. Everybody knew law. And it's so crazy how we sitting here talking, because all we sitting here really talking is kingdom. Everybody knew law. Everybody that has got past the threshold, that has gotten past Christ, the door, knew law. And they didn't take them worldly mindsets into the door with them. Well, they couldn't anyway. They wasn't allowed, And so that's what this conference is about. It is about the knowledge that we reject, and it is about the law that we have forgotten. It is clear. I mean, and you could tell, because we still think, as a united front, as a people, we still think that the Holy Spirit is there to have you run around this church screaming holla. And
the Holy Spirit is the one that probably saved you from getting shot at the club when you was like, you know what? I don't even want to go out tonight. I'm not going to go. No, girl, I'm already in the bed. And probably had the whole outfit laid out already.
I promise you that's the truth.
Oh yeah, no, come get me. I'm at the
I promise you. Back in my days, when I used to go out, it was like this time when we had like Thirsty Thursdays. We all go out, and then sometimes I went, but the times I didn't go, I promise you, it was always a fight and a shootout. And then the times I didn't go, and I'm like, it's a reason why I'm not going to them shootouts. It's a reason why.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. He done stopped you.
Yeah.
He done stopped you. He put that little bug in your ear like, don't. For whatever reason, like, don't. Like, and you excited about going.
Come on.
You go.
And my thing is if you know you don't want to end up getting shot, why do you keep attempting those situations? That's why after when I was staying home, I kept hearing, I'm like, dang, they got shot up for real. I thought such and such was cool. Like, oh yeah, no, they wasn't over it. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Come on.
You will never see me. You couldn't pay me to be in a club now.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
me.
No.
You ain't got it. You ain't got enough.
It ain't nothing.
Especially if it's not just my people. Like, we didn't rent it to play out, and that's where we're gathering. There's no strangers. There's no one we don't know. It's not like, oh, who you come with? No, we already know who is there, who's coming, and who will be.
No, I'm not going to no club. I don't even want to be in a packed grocery store. I'm nervous. I'm like, it's time for me to get my groceries and go.
Okay. You're trying to get the grocery store like it might be a random shootout. Oh
no.
Right, exactly.
No.
There's no telling at this point. I'm with you. I can't. If it's full, I know it's another one.
Yeah.
I know it's another one down the road. I can. You know what? See, I'm trying to. What I'm trying to do.
I want to shout out to all the people in the comments. Wait a minute.
I'm trying to make my promise regarding the private chat. Now
there goes Will.
To be free, I have vowed to be free.
Listen,
with my life on Rock Truth and always Rock Truth. But brother, okay, so I vowed to the team that we will not talk about what's going on in our private chat. You got one more comment.
Huh?
We got one more comment. I'm just gonna read them.
Shout out.
But that's exactly what this conference is. It's simply us talking about kingdom, talking about the King of Kings and his law, his mandate. Because I'm telling you, y'all, we have to move past the next level. We got to move past the next level. We have got to get past the door. And one thing that is clear, we're all there. We all stuck at the door. We right here. We keep trying to take in the spiritual contraband that ain't going. Like, I'm serious. You got to take your shoes off. Like you really got literally look at the airport. You cannot get in. That what they make you do? Take your shoes off. Like you got to get them shoes too. Like take it off. Take everything off that the world has given you. It won't work. It won't work. It won't work here. You can't use it. It's not one tool in this world that will work in the kingdom. It doesn't, So keep that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it. But that's the conference and
perfectly into my point. But I don't know if it's too late now, but I think we could break for a hot commercial, and then I'll get into how that segues into my my point into like I'm excited about my portion in the conference. Like I feel like
go ahead.
I feel like it's so juicy. It's like
so
you can sink your teeth in.
So real quick, just to let everybody know, the conference, that it's entitled. We talked about the verses that are there. It's Hosea 4:6, which is you have rejected knowledge, you have forgotten law. Okay, and so the conference is being the know. It's knowing truth, living truth, be truth, expose truth, experience truth, so that you can rock truth. Okay, holistically from your head to your toe. Okay, and so go ahead. Your portion of it is be truth. And it's so befitting that you're doing that portion. Go ahead, talk about it a little bit, but don't spoil nobody.
No. I'm not gonna spoil. But as a preparation, it would do you good to review chapters 5-7 in Matthew, because that's gonna be the bulk of like the meaty part of what I'm talking about, because like it's laid out there as to how to be truth, how to be closer to God, how to live the same life as God. It even says how to be perfect as your Father. Like you can be perfect.
You can be
in
perfect.
This human body. You can be perfect. It's possible.
You can be perfect.
Like the people that's aiming for it, they're not grasping at straws or something that's non-existent or a fairy tale. You can be perfect. And honestly, when you read it, I swear it's so easy. It's like that's
it is. It is. That's all you gotta do. That's all you got to do.
But everybody I talk to in this, and I try and give the whole compassion speech, and being sympathetic and empathetic, and then it's people, but they just make me so mad. But they just but there are no buts. There's no.
There are none.
And it even says that. It says it right there. It says the sun rises and sets on us all. When the rains come, they rain on us all. The bad, the ugly, the lost, the found, the decrepit, the supernatural. Everybody is getting all of it the same way at the same time. Yes. So how is it that someone so powerful can't separate? He's not going to. For what?
Come on.
It's not that God is incapable of only shining light on those who are, pure of heart, and no, it's not necessary. It's not necessary.
That's not.
That's not it.
It's not. It's obedience to law. And people think like one thing that's a misconception too. People think that, even with like the birth of Christ and all the stuff that, surrounds this fake story that is going on around him, he was a king. He was born a king. He wasn't broke. He wasn't broke. He's a king. When they came to bring him gifts, they were kings bringing him gifts. Like bring a king, right? You bring gifts to a king. Right? They people act like he was just broke, and like the kingdom broke, and in order to be, godly, you ain't supposed to have money or something. That's not so. Obedience to law provides you to have those things. When you obey him and you seek him, he'll give you what you need, so you then have the commonwealth that you were supposed to have. Now you're supposed to have a whole bunch. That ain't on you. That's on him.
But that's the thing. It doesn't matter, because someone who is in that and doing that, they're gonna be giving. They're gonna be giving, so it's gonna always be more. Like I forget the woman's name in the story, but they were out of oil, and Spirit told her, get a cup, but I don't have a vessel, but just get anything. And she came, she had like a small little cup. It was like almost like could barely hold anything. Like I need the light like the kingdom practically. And she got it and it filled up. She's like, oh my goodness, get something else. Like she just grab every pot, dump the water out. We don't need it.
Right.
And until they couldn't fill nothing else up, then that's when. But if the vessel is there, if the vessel is empty, it will be filled. You ask for it. Ask for it.
He's preaching right there. It's the vessel.
It can't be
because it doesn't, and that's the thing, because it doesn't matter what it is as long as it can hold it. It don't matter if you a little mistake, if you got a little broken. It don't matter if you can hold, you will be filled.
Listen. And it cannot be filled until broken. It can't be filled until broken. You can't get nothing out of nothing till you break the seal.
Okay.
You have to be broken. You have to, and not just broken for nothing, salvifically broken. Like you're broken for the purpose of salvation. Like, come on. Like you listen.
Open up and let it in.
Come on.
My closed mouth can't get fed.
Yeah.
We have all these sayings that be, little isms and stuff for people to remember. A lot of that stuff started with a scripture in the Bible that people could put in terms where they can remember it. Like, oh, well, I ain't gonna remember that. I don't know the these, thou, thy. Oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Come on. He's the original point of reference for all. So everything that everybody has been given by him originally. The problem is when we talked about plagiarism comes in when you're using everything that belongs to him and you don't. That's plagiaristic. You use his words and you don't belong to him. You're plagiaristic. You know what I'm saying? You don't belong to him. You use up everything that he has given. And it's so crazy. Like I'm just saying, like the world just doing an evaluation of the mindsets of where we are in this world. Like we are literally selfish inherently. We are takers.
Yep.
Yes.
We take.
And even the takers complain about the takers. It's like, but because my whole time, like, I'm telling you, I'm just watching. Oh, okay. You complaining about this chick asking you for $1 for a burger, but you was on my line for $40 the other week. Oh, okay, right.
It's like a thief don't like get stolen from.
That's it. That's it.
That is like no honor among thieves.
Exactly.
That's it.
Don't like being stolen from.
Nerve. Yes, man. Thank you for sharing, Doc. Like I'm excited. I am too excited about this conference. It's gonna be just as lit as it is now because again, it's just a representation of him. It is not about us. It is all about him. It is all about his kingdom come. His will be done on earth. What?
Speaking about breaking, just.
I don't know. This is borderline. You watch out. You might end up muted after.
but I can't. There we go.
Just in case you missed the first time.
Just in case.
Thank you so much.
I was wondering what that little thing was up on the side of my head.
It got his little things at the bottom.
I don't want to bring attention to it because
Why is that? Am I the only one seeing this?
I wish I had time to like put her face on one of these characters. I would do it so bad.
What? Nothing.
What?
Nope. Nothing. Ain't nobody about to play with you. On top of the conference, before we get ready to get out of here, or at least for me, I gotta make a run. I'm sorry, guys. But on top of the conference, hey, stop. Okay, I told you, make it up. What is wrong? You see, this is why. It is my cheeks are hurting right now. They hurt. Y'all play too.
We got some tutors on, y'all.
Hey, Miss Janice. I saw Shantae out there, Lord Ty out there. I think Alicia was out there. I couldn't see anybody else. Yes, a few other people out there. What's up, y'all? Yes. So on top of the conference, we have a few new shows that are going to hit. And so I want to talk about those real quick while we do have the people that are here in the room. We got next week, which is our Christmas. Well, I don't even want to call that. I'm so sorry. It is our holy day celebration. We just got to start doing stuff.
What was that you bring? What was that you were trying to bring through the gate? What were you trying to bring through the gate?
Paganism. I was about to bring paganistic worship into the gate. You saw me. When we leave that paganism where it is and say the holy day.
You went right over there and grabbed it too. You was like, let me go.
Put them back. Put them back.
Trying to run a whole play.
She's like, excuse me.
Listen to the end zone.
Paganism at the door. I'm sorry, no. We're our holy day celebration, so we can continue and pick up where we left off. Because I just want everybody who want to just slide on through the Rock Truth next week or whatever, and just enjoy. Let's just talk about the year and everything to come as well. So it'd be like a part 2 to this. But while we have Doc Ock, while we have KT in the building, let's discuss Rock Truth Cafe Live. Real quick, ladies, we got a few more minutes. I'm excited about it. Let's talk about it. Rock Truth Cafe Live. What can we look forward to, guys?
Tasty dishes.
Yes.
All types.
Yes.
And,
tasty and healthy.
Yeah. So because especially for me, I know at the very beginning of like my whole weight loss journey and stuff, like I realized how little I knew how to cook, because I could cook like the same 3 meats, the same 4 or 5 sides, and I rotated that, and I baked everything. I didn't really fry stuff, so I baked everything, so it all generally tasted the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I was leaving a lot of nutrition on the table, because I wasn't eating a wide variety of fruits and vegetables and stuff, because like I said, it was kind of generic. It wasn't something I was doing before. But once I really got serious about that journey, and I started like really just branching out and trying stuff, like I was standing in the produce section, I'm like, oh, that looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How would I cook this? What does it taste like? And I looked up recipes and I found out what it was good for, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I throw that in there. Right. And now it's like my salads look like, I don't know, like a
aliens.
I'm telling you, it's like I just some of everything. I just chop everything up and put it all together, and it's like
I know that's right. I know that's right. I can't wait.
It's just just having that creativity. So like really, the core of it is inspiring the creativity to branch out, try something new with the intent of understanding that it's good for you. Right. So even if you might not like the taste or you might not like the texture, the point is to get creative and make it to where you can like it, because it's healthy for you. It's good for you. It was here and put here intended to nourish your body. Right. So if you cook with that same intention, then you get the intention out of it. And, then it's life has, retains its meaning. Like, the plants grow and they pull the nutrients and the stuff out of the air.
Like
so that you can take it in.
Natural law.
So exactly. It's a cycle. It's meant to do that. So
it was put in it. He put it in it to do exactly what it was supposed to do, to function. Same thing for your body. He put certain things here for you to put in it. And so for us, Rock Truth Live Cafe 1 is just a preface to Rock Truth Cafe. That's number 1. We're going to be testing out a few of the different food ideas that we want to offer in the cafe. And then another thing too, what sets us apart is the fact that we are focused on eating lawfully, which is healthy. You can say that you're eating certain stuff, or you can even say, like, low key, no shade to shrimp. However, you can say I'm eating a shrimp salad. However, that's not lawful, because we know that shrimp or crab legs, those things are the bottom feeders. They're eating on dead carcass and feces, and they do the clean up. They the janitorial committee down there. And so now when you say you are what you eat, and you wonder why your body ain't functioning, because it wasn't meant to function on you eating feces and dead carcass. So I mean, we gotta be straight up. And as much as I love shrimp, I was tearing up some crab legs. This was me here. I would have my own recipe, me right here.
Listen. Yeah, but when you don't know, you don't know. When you come on.
Butter,
you would do better, and it's like
butter up, seasoned up poison. I'm just like,
it's a lot of vegetables. It's a lot of vegetables that I didn't like, but now that I'm getting older, and it's like I want to try new things. And with food, it's just all about taking your time and just putting a lot of love in it. You have to be, and don't worry about the first time, because some of the stuff that I cooked at first, it didn't taste good. But with consistency and practicing all the time, it's gonna be just the way you like it. And don't worry about, oh, they cook this way, because everybody have their different method. Just cook how you like it. As long as it tastes good, eat it and healthy. You know.
That's it. Yeah. And again, I'm pointing out, health is law. So we're focusing on, definitely, that's what makes us different from any other show that's out here, is about that we are focusing on what he said is lawful for us to eat, and then we're preparing it for our own cafe when we do open, when he opens it for us. Like again, this year has brought about dependence upon the king and the kingdom. There is nothing that he will not provide that you need, that hasn't already been provided. Okay. So, I've learned that this year, and I thank God for showing that to me. I don't know about anybody else. Anybody else real quick want to share, what he has shown you this year before we close out?
Like I was saying, the importance of knowing, understanding, and actually acting out what humbleness is. And it's like, this year has been very humbling for, the world on many fronts. But for myself personally, it was a lot of stuff I was like trying to, force, and like, oh, I need to get this done. But it's like, you already doing the work. Like, do the work and then let him work, because it's coming. Like, it's coming. You're already in it. You're already doing it. Like, stressing over, the time. And now you stepping outside your boundaries.
You out of my wheel. Now you outside your
boundaries. Time is yours. Right? So, as long as you know you're doing and taking the proper steps to get to XYZ goal, you're exactly where you're supposed to be, wherever you are. Wherever you are, that's where you're supposed to be. And as long as you're paying attention, you're not going to have to go back. Because a lot of times, if you don't learn that lesson that you're supposed to learn because you weren't paying attention, because you were so focused on getting away from that moment, you're going to go back. Don't worry. You got to learn that lesson so you can repeat it. So it's best to be diligent and pay attention the first time. And you can
understand that lesson coming back around anyway, because he got to make sure that it is out of you. He needs you to see that it's out of you, so it's coming back around again anyway. But you don't have to have it come back around 5,000 times. My Lord, what is it? A merry-go-round? Like I got all don't want to go around.
I've been talking to a lot of people. I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of this. Well, you're not still doing the same thing. You get
over and over, right?
Reaction. You're gonna get the same outcome.
Definition of insanity. Come on. Definition of insanity. Come on.
Go ahead, Miss Tanya. What you've learned so far this year, real quick, before we get out of here?
I would say clarity of purpose and trust the process.
Woo!
That's it.
Come on, do that thing.
Clarity of purpose and trust the process. That's it. Trust where he has you. Trust where he's taking you. Trust where you've been. That's it.
I'm very thankful for you and that covered and corrected. That's a whole and when I talk about when you are in line, when you are in order, when you are in under his will and way, you are covered and corrected. And you don't mind both. I mean, what a wonderful position to be in. KT, what about you?
What he taught me is like, it's time to move, like, from the major belief to the kingdom belief. So I'm just moving on like that.
Okay. It's the difference. Religiosity, I mean, it is killing folks. The kingdom resuscitates everything. I mean, religious, and here's the thing, no shade to anybody that's religious. I'm gonna say that's how we got here. Like, thank God for some religious folks that got us here. But the religion occupies you until you have been introduced to the kingdom. And we're here to say, as Rock Truth, the kingdom is here. The kingdom has come. Like, listen, we're trying to introduce you to kingdom philosophy and law and what is written. We ain't taking nothing away, and we're not trying to add to it to make ourselves look bigger or better than who we are. We just random kingdom citizens at the base bottom level. Right. Oh, okay. Who we miss? Will. What up? Fun thought.
You get more than the word.
I got nothing to say. I just know Mary got work to go do. That's all. Let her get herself out there, and we gotta go handle. What's wrong? What's happening?
I don't like you, and nobody put a thumbs up to let me know he did not use the word. I could have been muted him.
He was too quick with it. It was
right. He was ready. He knew he was ready.
He was ready.
Yeah, and he better been prepared.
Thought too long. He's gonna get.
You lucky your week is on one accord today too. You love.
I got a booster.
What's a? You know
I
what?
got a Wi-Fi extender.
Oh, okay. Because I was so like, okay, look, and the video was clear out. He might be cleared him. My camera.
Actually, do it.
Hey, come
on.
Come on, Miss Shannon Star. Before we get out of here, we're gonna leave on this. She said the kingdom can't come until something goes. That something is uncleanliness, unrighteousness, ungodliness, and forever. Rock truth off that. We out of here. Okay. We out of here. Peace to next week.
Yes.
Peace. We leaving you. You think on these things. My Lord.
Let it marinate.
Let
it get in
marinate.
Let it become an infection. Like,
can I push the button now?
Push the button. We wanted you to push the button and then it goes off like it normally go off. Will, you know exactly to push the button when we